Hey, 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 what's going on? This is your girl Kwamia, aka for those who don't know how to pronounce my name. You could call me either Q, Kwa, or either Queen. This is your girl from Pillow Talk with the T. How you guys are doing on this amazing Wednesday rainy night? How are you doing? Hope everybody's safe and sound, dry, and ready to have a great conversation. Good evening, everyone. Come in. Tonight, we are talking levels of attraction between men and women with my special collaboration guest, Miss Ty from Red Lipstick Vibes Podcast. Tonight, we are speaking on it. We are talking about the levels of attraction about between men and women. We are diving deep into it. We are going, yes, we are going there. And I want everyone to engage, to comment, to be a part of the show. So I hope everyone is well, hope everyone is dry, and I hope everyone is ready to talk this talk and be able to be candid, raw. Y'all hear that rain? Y'all hear that rain? Shit is crazy. But hope everyone is ready to talk that talk, be candid, open, truthful, unguarded, and most definitely ready to speak that uncomfortable talk. Yes. So I'm just waiting for my girl to come in. And has everybody come in? How you guys doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. I'm so glad to see everyone. And basically by you coming in, letting me know that everyone is dry, everyone is safe, everyone is sound. And I'm just so amazed of that. So hello. How everyone doing? So I'm just waiting for our girl, Red Lipstick Vibes, to come in because we are talking that talk and we are about to be about that walk. So yes. So, in regards, what do you guys think in regards of levels of attraction between men and women? What is the definition of what you guys think the attraction or the levels of attraction between men and women are, in your opinion? Because I definitely got my notes, definitely have my research, and I'm ready. So let's see. In regards where our girl is. And if you guys hear any background noise, please excuse that noise. You know, life happens. Life is still going on as we still living around us. Let's see. Oh, there she go. Yes. Come in, yes, girl. Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Hey. How you
I'm
doing?
having some crazy difficulties going on over here.
It's all good. It's sad. Listen, there's a lot of stuff going on over here too. The weather is off the chain. You have
I
you
know.
have to excuse if you hear the rain hitting my window pane and sill. I love it. This is my type of weather. Like this right here, I can do this all year round.
This is definitely like get my sleep on type weather.
Exactly, which I'll be doing it too, but also doing some work at the same time. Well, I look like I'm in my pajamas. I ain't mean to look like I'm supposed to be in my pajamas, but listen,
You
but
all right?
listen, it's all good. That's that sexy vibe I'm giving with
I know that's right.
with the levels of attraction. See, look, my topics is aligning up with my outfit. Oh,
Got that physical going on.
yeah. So everybody can see we have the amazing Red Lipstick Vibes podcast, and we're doing a
Hey,
collaboration. We are talking levels of attraction between both men and women. So please make sure you comment. Please make sure you engage. Please make sure you be in tune. And
yes.
guys, this is your show too. So, because you're not on here visually, don't mean that you're not a part of it. So,
Yeah.
this topic tonight, levels of attraction. What you think?
Mhm. I think it's a good topic because people have a lot of misconceptions, especially when they're talking about. Remember, we were talking about love at first sight. So I think it's going to be an interesting one. I'm really interested to see how the men are going to respond to our dialogue about this. So, because guys, they have a different perspective on things.
Yo, that's funny.
I'm interested to hear about that.
But absolutely. Listen, I'm more definitely interested into diving deep. And when I actually decided to come on and bring this to, the forum of the platform, I was like, I'm definitely looking forward to speak on this as well as to educate myself, because when I speak on these topics, I educate myself as well as, remind myself and also and refill myself with some knowledge as well. So, but definitely. So, I'm just trying to send a live out to some extra people, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes, indeed.
So, in regards to that, they say normally, right? That hold on, I was trying to get my they say normally, basically, the forms of the attraction. They said that what are the types of attraction when you're attracted to someone sexually, or you may or may not be attracted to them sexually, but in other ways, you can be attracted to people with no sexual attraction is present. Alongside sexual attraction is romantic attraction, physical attraction, emotional attraction, and aesthetic attraction. Basically, as I did more research and dive into this topic, that there's levels of different attraction between both men and women. So the top four they say is the logic, emotional, status, and so. And also, they also say in regards that men describe themselves as more attracted to the physical appearance, and while women, the levels of attraction is intimacy, commitment, and security. So I
agree.
Yes.
I don't think any guy would say that that's not true, because guys are visual.
Absolutely.
So the sexual attraction comes from what they see, and we are more touchy-feely because we lead by our emotions. So I can see that the nurturing part, the nurturing attraction, the emotional attraction will be more for the women.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I always see, and I think we all know in regards to that. And if any man say that that's incorrect, they need to go get checked, because that's the physical. But I also think that's the same thing for women too, because of course that's the first thing you see to also to be attracted to the woman is the physical attraction, and then we get deeper into being as well as commitment, security, but then also listen, me, I'm a sexual being, so I definitely need that sexual attraction. That sexual attraction ain't there. It's not happening at all. Something's not going down in the DM.
Yeah, I think that like when you first meet somebody, it's always that a physical attraction. If they're they have the looks that you're looking for and all that, and then if they got some gray sweatpants on.
Exactly.
You can see what's really going on. You're like, okay, wait a minute.
Exactly. But they say also with the emotional attraction, they say that uniqueness, uncertainty, trust and comfort, and emotional intelligence um,
Yeah.
basically equate with the emotional attraction. And then
Hmm.
with the status, internal and external. Um,
Yeah.
and I definitely agree. Not only am I looking at you, externally, but I'm looking at you as I get to know you internally. Because I'm looking to see what is a part of you. What's your makeup? You know what I'm saying? What's your makeup? Your
Hmm.
mask of your foundation. What also would track me, like in regards of how you are with your mom. Which to me, I realized that I don't really take that into consideration more because I
Right.
someone who was good to their mom, but with me, it was completely not it. So I don't even look at that anymore. Um, I was saying in regards of how you are with, your peers around you, your friends.
Yeah.
If you are a parent, how you are with your children. Um, listen, also, I would say, the dress, how well groomed you are.
Yeah.
You
Most
got
definitely.
because I want to be able to. You walk past me, I want to smell that amazing aroma of that scent of you.
Okay. Yes. See.
Yeah, so that's a definite form of attraction for me because they said the 10 top traits for
Yeah.
attract 10 top traits that initially attract men to women and women to men is sexual chemistry, smile, kindness, sense of humor, general type, eyes, intelligence, commitment skills, and well dressed.
Yeah.
So, what you think about that?
I mean, that's on point. I know, like the first. I think the first stage is the physical. Once you get to know someone, um, the physical attraction is based on what you look like, your features and things. And then I think the next one is more or less your social attraction, which is like the personality. You get to know that person's personality, their character, and then then you move on to the sexual attraction.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and I think a lot of people different. I think different people have it, in another way. It's like for me, it's the physical, then social, then it's sexual. I'm not. For me, I'm not like sexual. I don't have a sexual attraction right out the gate,
Mhm.
unless I'm like, you know, thirst trapping. If I'm thirst trapping,
But why
maybe.
got me thirst trap?
But I'm just saying, just if I'm thirst trapping, I might, But if I'm really looking for, someone I'm want to get to know and date and all that kind of relationship, I think that's kind of like maybe the third thing.
Yeah.
Because with me, sexual attraction, I get more turned on by your character and how you treat me, um, than how you look. A lot of people are honed on how a person looks that turns them on.
Hmm.
I'm more internal. What you do internal, your internal person, what turns me on.
Yeah.
Like with me, it's sex starts in my mind. Like if you can grasp my mind, oh yeah, I'll do anything for you, baby. We can
Yeah.
role play and all kind of stuff. So I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Because,
yeah.
no, okay, because like you go back to say in regards, you call it thirst trap, right? I
I'm just
kind of why it gotta be thirst trapping because of the fact that female probably look at it as sex. But do we call it the same thing when men automatically out of the gate end up,
yeah.
saying it's
I go
sex?
thirst, yeah. Then we thirst for me, yeah. We thirst trapping too.
Shit,
Men be thirst trapping all the
why,
time.
why can't just seeing a man, right? And and automatically, okay, I find him physically attractive, and
Yeah,
okay, excuse me, but I'm grown. Like, so
yeah,
come straight. my mind. Like, I might sit there and see him across the room and be like, damn, I just throw him across this table right now in front of all these people.
Right. I can't with you.
Why it gotta be trapping? Because
I mean, look, sometimes thirst trapping is not a bad thing, you know. But like, you know, if you're that type of, if you're like outgoing and stuff like that, I'm not. I can get on here and talk on a podcast, but like I tell y'all all the time, I don't do humans.
Oh my!
Like my sister-in-law's on here, she'll tell you like I do not do humans. I'm just So thirst trapping is like a rare occurrence for me.
Yeah. Okay. Like
it depends on the personality.
Okay. You know, each his own. But me, I guess because a lot of people were like, damn, you quiet, you straightforward, you straight.
Yeah.
Listen, and I'm telling you, the same way I talk on my podcast is the same how I walk it in real life. I'm not sure anything. Like who I am. So when I do leave my mark on this world, when I do leave this earth, when you guys see me in that box, y'all gonna be like, yeah, that chick really lived a her life. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because you only get one, you know. And one of my good girlfriends, I call her my sister wife, right? And we was talking on the phone earlier, which I think a conversation I want to probably bring up to the podcast, you know, about polyamorous and stuff like that, because she do live a life, you know.
Yeah, I did a podcast on that. That was one of my first podcasts. Like when I first started on polyamorous relationships, I had two couples that were in it. Very interesting.
Yeah, I want to end up bringing that to the forefront because I feel like it's the best for people to get the information from a person who's actually living and walking.
Yeah.
People could ask the person, what made you choose that life? What, you know, because people think it's more about sex, but honestly, for
it's not.
About sex. So yeah. And it's some other stuff because me and her together is funny as hell. But she's coming also on another show for another topic. It's gonna be funny. Okay. But yeah. So, but then you go back to where you say the intellectual. So trust me, even though that guy, I mean, like, damn, he's fine, and I just want to fly on his pipe and just throw him on the table in front of these people. But at the
I can't.
But
see, you would be the girlfriend I would take out and be like we going out together. I would go out with you just to see exactly what you do and just have a ball. Like, there she goes. She about to do it, y'all. Like, get it, girlfriend, get it.
Telling you, like, even tomorrow, the Tomorrow Show, my cousin who coming on the show, tell you, like, she was like, we have a ball. Like, don't rock for nothing, because Qua would take one a dare. I would do it. Yeah. So in regards to that, but just regards to me just put them on the table, but of course, absolutely, that's one of my number one things to me for relationship or any that me find physically attraction is that you have to fuck my mind first. You have you have to go here. An intellectual fuck for me is amazing because if you got this, mean that you got that.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of times I find it funny. I think one time when we were on one of these late night Instagram things, I think when Ty had a question on it, and we were talking about how men, you know, when they brag about what they can do, you know, in the bed and stuff like that. And, you know, I find it funny. I'm more intrigued by a man that doesn't say anything. But, you know, but like if he doesn't say anything like, I'll do this to you and this and that, and you know what I mean? Like, I could do this. But, you know, I like a mystery, be mysterious. So when it does happen, it's like, ooh, okay, this is what I've been, you know, working up towards. I'm glad I did, you know. So I think guys, a lot of times guys some men, you know, they miss the point that a lot of times we don't want to hear that. We rather you just show it.
Thank
I don't want.
Thank
Yeah, you just show me what you can do. Show me, you know, your abilities. I'm trying to be PG right now.
girl, why? Wow. You already know.
Because I don't want, you know, Instagram tripping today.
You already know ain't no PG or no pillow talk.
You know, so, you know, don't just tell me I'll do this and do this. And then when we get down to it, it's like, what happened to all this? I'm going to do this and this and this. And you only last 3 minutes. Boy, if you don't get out of here with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with me. Is the fact is that I like, okay, with me, I'm not really a talker in regards of what it is I could do, but I will express myself you know, my sexuality of expressing myself, telling you what it is I like, what it is that I want.
Right.
But I'm not going. You guys will hear me talk about sex, but you're not going to hear me drive it down about what I do, how I do it, and you know, I do this. I feel like I need to do that. I'd rather take you into my dungeon and let me show you what I can do. And even that goes the same thing for men, that I don't like men who talk to, because 9 times out of 10, men that I had in the past who did talk, their performance was very off, and on top of that, their penis was not the size. And I definitely don't like a guy about his penis.
Right.
I respect the anaconda. If you telling me your shit big, now you whip out something else, I'm gonna be
right, exactly.
up your clothes. I'm gonna pick your clothes up and I'm gonna walk you to the door. And if you don't want to walk to the door, I got brothers and uncles that will throw you out the window.
Exactly. Right.
So
I think for me, like you know, you're more out there. Like for me, I have that wild side, that more aggressive side, that more sexual side. But for me, it's like I have to, the man has to put me in a comfortable space for that part to come out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like it's out there.
Yeah. Like
automatically. it's like I have to kind of grow into it when I'm with a partner or whatever. Yeah. So I'm very reserved a little bit.
Yeah, you have to end up finding the comfortability of when you with somebody, because everybody don't get that from you. So I definitely understand, because I do have friends like that. But me, I be finding that I be trying to get my friends out of that, but I don't try to force them out of that. I be like, just make sure you speak up, because what I don't want you to do is to find yourself being lack in the pleasure, because I feel like if you don't voice it, then it's like they're not going to know, and you're going to just get whatever they give you. So I end up telling my friends, like, girls, speak up. Why you ain't? Why you up?
Mm-hmm. and you were talking about energy.
But see, me, I used to be the fact I used to speak up. Now I don't even speak up. What I do is like, hell no. We in action. So I ain't gonna talk. I'm about to this is what I want you to do. So you move over here.
God. No. I can't.
Yes, like you we ain't gonna talk about this. It's gonna mess up the whole thing. So what you normally do, if you in that sexual connection, they'll end up following you, like, okay, like, what's she doing? So, okay, she go over here, so I'm gonna go here. So they'll start following your lead in the same way, but will follow his lead, or like, when he going. Like, nah, I'm not having this conversation while we in the
I never, like me, I in my past relationships, I never had to kind of do the whole leading thing. I think, since we talk about attraction, I think a lot of times, when I know the guys that I've dealt with, our energies were so entwined. Mm-hmm. And I think based on our conversations and them learning my love language and, you know, how our energies intertwine with each other, I never had to, like, teach them how to love on me.
Gotcha.
It was like automatic because our energies were so powerful that they understood, how to pleasure me, how to please me. So I never had to, like, hey, honey, I need you to move this way. And I feel sorry for the ladies who have to, like, really teach a man to do stuff. But I've had friends that had to really, really sit their man down and really have like a class on.
Wow.
This is what I look like down here.
But
and you're supposed to put it right there.
but I'm not mad at that, because then that comes out of the speaking up about what it is that you're telling your partner, what it is that you like, what it is that you want, compared to not saying nothing and like, hey, here, because it's right here.
Right.
Motion.
We go to the left. Okay, to the right. Dip down, then roll in the circle.
So now also, I end up looking deeper, right, in regards to the levels of attraction between men and women. They say, as you see girls on an average physical attractive than boys. They said a majority of 56.3 of girls are either attractive or very attractive, whereas the comparable figure among boys is very much lower, 41.75%. So basically, women are better than men.
Wow.
Listen, I could really believe that. I really believe that. You know what I'm saying? There's not as many, as there are.
Yeah.
Good attractive species of the opposite sex out here nowadays. Compared to women, you get it's a high ratio, and it's even just not.
Yeah, I agree.
I also think that because it's a high ratio of women than it is men.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say that too. I think because it's more women than men. Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree with it because I say it all the time. Like, I don't know if it's the culture now or it's the generation now that I don't know. The men are not as attractive as in past times. For me,
yeah.
They're. For some, like I told my dad, I was like, because I'm in Baltimore right now, and I was like, for some reason, I just think the men in Baltimore just look dirty. If any guys from Baltimore here, I'm sorry, but I just they look dirty. They look dirty to me. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
They just look so dirty to me. I can't. Like every now and then I'll come across, and I'm talking about black men.
Oh, wow. Wow.
They just, like, the beards are uncapped. The style of dress is just
completely just off.
Yeah, it's just I'm just not into the men here or.
It's so funny that you said it because normally it seems like normally a lot of people that I know who's either married or dating someone or marry someone that's not from where they from.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's a more of attraction too because you get that's from out of a different ordinary area.
Mm-hmm.
That's complete.
I hope nobody from Baltimore like see me on the street like you said me dirty.
I visit the DMV area and I didn't really see anything much that I can really say that like, hey. So I definitely get where you
right.
And
I'm like,
if there are men out there that's the opposite of what we're saying, I haven't seen. I was out there.
Yeah, They might be like with someone I already, or we just haven't seen him. Now, if if a guy is like a lot of guys like move here from New York,
Mm-hmm.
and then okay, because you know New Yorkers have a different swag to them, and you know a different way they carry themselves, way they talk and going. Now that
You like? Oh my God, you like that?
give me somebody from the Bronx, baby.
Ow, ow.
I'm just saying.
You know what? It's funny because a lot of people, they really love Jersey and New Yorkers all day. Like even when I lived in Texas for a few years back when, um, the men down there was crazy about, oh yeah, you from New York, because we have the same twang and accent.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I say no, I'm from Jersey all day, but I'm like, it's the same thing. I say,
Yeah,
separating us is just, the body of water, the Hudson River. But you move that out the way, put us
right.
in, we could join. So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
they was so attracted to me, and just because like the style, the straightforwardness, like no sugarcoating, no holding back. Also the accent, and it was like, yo, you need to teach these
Yeah.
here, like stuff. I say, child, I don't even want to be none of these girls. Might make me catch a case due to the fact
Right.
I realized me basically when me down there, I realized that I was getting along with people that wasn't from there. So people that moved from like Maryland, from New York, from either Jersey or California that moved down there, I got connected and was cool
Right.
down there. People who was originally from there, because for some reason like we never vibed. And I realized me just seeing down there with them too, I realized that they would stab you behind your back and talk behind your back before they talk about you in your face or tell you straightforward. And I'm not about
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna tell you in your face, gonna tell you straightforward, tell you what it is, and I'm not faking no hospitality. And I really
Right.
take fake hospitality. Because I asked
Right.
somebody this, right? I asked a guy this. I asked a guy and a girl. I said, when y'all basically say, I'll be there for you, or call me if you need me, or stuff like that, or you just say certain
Right.
of the hospitality genre. I said, do y'all actually mean it, or y'all just saying it because that's something that y'all just so a norm to saying? Oh, that's just something, a norm that we're
Something you see. Mm-hmm.
hospitality in us. I said, well, that shit
Mm-hmm.
held it.
Yeah.
That's not real. That's fake.
Nope. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I'm like,
Like, it's just, I mean, that's just like, when people say, like, for example, even like here, and I actually deleted a lot of people off my Facebook because I was like really disappointed. Like when my mom died, and when I thought about all the people that my dad is like a very, very kind person. Like he will give, his shirt to somebody that he don't even know.
yeah.
And like my dad has given a lot of people jobs, paid their rent, bought them cars. I mean, I'm not talking about little stuff. I'm talking about big time stuff. Big time things to help people. And when my mom died, they would say, oh, I'm going to call to check on you. I'm going to keep up with you, to make sure you're okay. Or call me if you need anything or all that kind of stuff, child. Like, I can count like only one person since my mother died has been keeping in contact with my mom.
Wow.
And it's like,
Crazy.
why say those things
If you don't
and you don't even follow through with it?
Yeah, and you don't mean it.
Yeah,
Saying it because it sounds nice coming out your mouth. Or
exactly.
or either I used to get a lot when I was down there. We talk too fast. And I'm like, you don't never want to come up to my world then, because you would get out like 8 times. And I said,
Right.
no, we don't talk too fast. Y'all just listen too motherfucking slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
slow life.
But
Yeah.
that's another thing, was that I wouldn't even want to deal with somebody like that. And I realized also in those parts of certain areas in certain states too, a lot of guys already be taken and already be in relationships or married, but they are the worst cheaters. Not worst. They are big cheaters. They are cheaters. They sit there, have a whole separate life,
Mm-hmm.
but then have this whole other life. And I'm like, excuse me? So it was kind of weird. And it'd be like, damn. And then they come off, you won't even know nothing about their family. Their men come in thinking like if you are a part, like you the one. And I'm like, oh, no, that's just crazy.
Girl, story time, baby. Story time. I got one for you.
Oh, shit now.
So, child. Transparent moment, y'all. I was dating this guy. Oh my God, he was doing all the whining and dining stuff. I'm thinking I'm the only one in his life. Girl would spend the night at his house. Didn't never see any inkling that another woman was there. Doing all. When he was a police officer, when he was a lieutenant, and I would go to the police station and sit there with the police station and everything, and all the cops knew who I was, girl, and everything, child. Girl, this man had a whole wife and kids, girl.
Wow.
2 houses. One house where the wife and kids were, and the other house is where I was. 2 separate lives, child. Yes.
Wow.
2 separate. And it was so crazy how I found out. I went to this church and I befriended one of the ladies in the church, and we were going shopping one day, and he called my phone, and so his picture showed up on my phone. Mm-hmm. And she said, "How do you know my husband?" So she's driving.
My God.
I'm in the car with this man's wife, of all things. He had a separate house where his wife and kids were, and he had a bachelor pad where I would go over. And it was like, and then when she found out about it and everything, and I found it to be very interesting, especially in Louisiana. Like, a lot of the women are like okay with that. They feel like, as long as you don't bring it to me, and I never find out, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because
I believe that.
I was like, okay, but no, thank you. This is not for me. This is not for me.
I say I believe that due to the fact I had a conversation with, my sex situation. Me and him was talking about this conversation like a while back. And he was saying that, a lot of people that's either married or that's in long-term relationships will accept it. And they will sit back and just look, like, long as you just don't bring it my way, long as you don't
bring it,
don't like disturb the peace of our main home.
Right.
They're being, because he was like, long as the woman is being taken care of, she could run the Amex Discover American Express card. The mortgage is being done. She could drive her BMW or whatever. Yeah. They don't give a fuck. They really don't care. Like, I do what you as long as you don't bring it this way. He said, he said a lot of women feel that a man is going to be and do what he's going to do as long as he's respectful to what it is.
Yeah.
And that's so
true. Exactly.
That's the same thing my guy said. And I was like, so it's like women are at the point of just basically just settling to just accept and be okay with that. I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry. There's no part in bone.
Yeah, and like I'm finding a lot of times when I'm listening to different other podcast shows and stuff, and I hear the women talking, and they say that. I mean, literally, like, okay, I'll marry this man as long as you don't bring no babies, no diseases, Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. In public. Do what you do. As long as you finance my lifestyle.
Yeah.
As long as I can run up the money, spend the money, get my hair done, nails done, all that kind of stuff, they don't care no more. And then you have some women that would just, like you say, settle just to say that I have a man.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
I'm sorry, that can't be me. And I was telling him that. I was like, there's no way. Hey, no way I can really sit there and actually accept this for what it
right.
Because I'm gonna be in my head like, well, my man gonna be a man, so long as he don't disrespect me and bring that shit on the side on this side of these tracks, I'm good. I'm being financially supported. Nah.
Right. Yeah. And then throw this curveball in there. Shoot, they doing what they do too. So they have their own thing on the side. He has his own thing on the side. So they just doing.
Have an open relationship.
Right. Like okay. And then I know one couple, honey. They going with each other friends, baby. So I was like, but then y'all just might as well just be in a little polyamorous situation if you're gonna do that.
Exactly. See, I don't think it's that people don't want to really call a thing, but they want to do what it is that they do, but they don't want to put a label on it or call the thing.
Right. That's what it is. They don't want to label it.
And that's crazy to me because it's like, that's what you're doing, but this I'm gonna settle for that because let me tell you something. I always say this: you teach people how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of feedback from my family members when I say this a couple seasons ago on my podcast where I said he my husband or he my boyfriend, my fiance. He cheat on me, I'm done. But you have to realize that that's me. I'm done because that's a deal breaker for me. So you can't get mad because there's going to be other thousands of women who will stay with a man who cheat on them and be okay, well, not okay with it, but go through it and get through it. But you still have thoughts and no questions. And now you start to put more strain on you because now you start to sit here and say, okay, is he really going where he going? Is he really who he with?
Right. That would like always be in the back of your head every time you walk out that door. That would just drive me crazy.
Because what you're doing is basically, again, people don't realize that you are the person, the main person who show people how to treat you and what is okay and not okay to do to you. Because me as a woman, I'm not taking no man back who cheat on me because yes, that's a deal breaker. Because that shows a person that all he got to do is end up basically just being consistent for a short period of time, changing his MO back up to what it used to be before he started to flop again, and then apologize, and then sending me roses, then sending sadness.
Right.
But then he gonna realize, okay, well, if I do it again, all I got to do is these things, and then she will be okay and still be with me. No, it's not happening.
Right. Nah. And then you have to look at it like a generational thing too, because women back in the I would say like our mamas and grandmas, they would tend to stay in relationships and marriage after that because it's like like I have one aunt, her husband is habitual. He's always cheating, and he was a literally like physically abusive to her too. And I said to her, I was like, so why don't you just like leave? Like one day the girlfriend called her to come get his clothes from the girlfriend house. And she went and got the clothes and brought him back home. I was like, what? Oh, what? Is you crazy? What's going on? But it was so interesting, her response to me when she said, I said, why don't you, just leave him? Because like, he doesn't take care of you. He doesn't take care of the house. He's just doing what? And they've been married for, a long time, like 30-something years or whatever. And her response was, because I don't want to look like a whore in the streets. And I'm thinking, like, how are you? He's the one that's doing the, you know what I'm saying? But that's how they were raised, I guess. Like, you know, you stay with your man because you don't want to look like a whore.
Yeah, like I realized that, like you said, it goes on the time. Like back in those days, they was conditioned.
Yeah.
With that was what it was, and I'm just glad that some women realize that's not what it is. But there's some women, there's majority of some women that still will end up still in condition.
Yeah.
They do is they only seeing the pattern of the condition from their grandmas to their moms to
exactly.
I'm glad that my mom showed me like, oh hell no, like, and you know, even as my grandma got older, she even though she was still with my grandfather, and they stuck things out through the thick and the thin, but at the same time, also say you do not want no. I'm not saying no. Please don't quote and me thinking of having me because my grandfather. He wasn't abusive or anything, but my grandmother was always instilling into her grandkids, the girls, that you always be with somebody who that's gonna respect you, treat you the way you want them to treat you, and this not being okay with that. Because I guarantee you, our grandparents, as they see that they have kids and their kids had their kids, their kids had their kids, that's when they realize and say, okay, I understand I was conditioned because I didn't know better, and that's what I seen because that was part of my, you know, my environment. But I'm gonna make sure I have my grandkids and my grandkids' kids know better, because that was my mother's hell.
And then you got a lot of people. And then you got women that stay because, you know, they feel like they can't do better, or, you know, they don't want to be alone. You know, that whole thing, that's a whole nother show to do for that, you know, type of mindset.
It was different. It was very different back then, and it was a real double standard. Absolutely. I remember when I got cheated on by my ex-girlfriend, I never looked at her the same. To me, she was filthy. See, and that's another thing. When women cheat, that's how exactly men feel. Like, oh, you've been touched, you're stoned, you're filth. Like, because it's like now all they see is another man touching you or probably visualizing on you. They don't even want. But I'm like, that's fucking foul. Because when y'all cheat, y'all automatically expect the woman just end up being there and staying there and still be doing the 1-2s with your ass.
Right. I think it's because we are, you know, if you really want to talk about it, we are different in the whole sexual thing anyway. You know, we are the receivers, you know, and a lot of times when women cheat, it's not more or less of the sexual thing, but it's all about the time, the attention, that is what we're really seeking. And that part, like, really, really messed up the guys because they're like, oh, you know, they're touching places of you, not just sexually, but just, you know, the mental, the emotional, that, you know, they're not supposed to. This is supposed to be my sacred place. So when you do cheat, they looking at you like, okay, like you just been totally defiled by somebody else. Like, you're not even the same, you know, same woman. And then when you want to talk about the whole sexual thing, it's like, okay, did you do everything that you do to me? And then when you talk about, you know, entering, you know, the whole sex part, like some other dude was inside my woman. Like that, like, freaks them out. And a lot of times they don't want to, like, admit that, but I think guys hurt over being cheated more than women.
The most, absolutely. It's definitely more devastating, but they won't never admit it, and they won't never really show it. There's only a very rare few that will privately show it in the mix of him and her, in their own private moment, but And
Right.
Teddy said, when I cheated, I was pretty much done. I didn't expect her to stay. I was kind of ready for it to be over.
Teddy, don't be writing no paragraphs away. Teddy be ready to tell the whole story time.
Teddy trying to get it out. He be like, no.
Yes.
See, he said it rips our soul to shreds. See, listen.
Mm-hmm. I know.
What do they expect? But that's crazy, because how do they expect women feel when we get cheated on?
Right. Like we supposed to suck it up and just, move on with it.
And like, okay,
forgive me, baby. Okay. Yeah.
And that's why I say, I'm sorry, like, cheating is one of my deal breakers. That is one of my deal breakers that I would never sit there and I would never move, and that I won't get compromised.
Like, it's no coming back from it.
No.
Like, because, like, I always say, like, like we were talking about earlier, every time you walk out the door, it's going to be like, oh, what you doing? Who you with? Like, and who wants to live like that, though? Like, calling you every 5 minutes, worrying about what you're doing, going through your pockets. Like, I remember one time I was watching an episode of Divorce Court, and this woman said she literally, like, sniffs her man's underwear and carrying on to making sure he don't smell like another woman down there. Like, who got time to be doing all that, girl? That's too much. So I'd rather just go ahead and go my own way and, deal with it. Because I think once that trust is broken, it's hard to get that back.
It is.
It's really hard.
People say that you could get it back, but it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And
9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't want to do the work. So peace out.
Or they'll say that they will, but then they realize the work they have to put in, and they start doing it. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they either start trying to shortchange it or shortcut it. It's like you can't shortcut it. You can't shortchange it. You have to either be all the way sit there stuff, not at all. And
yeah.
Eddie said, we know you feel the same, or even worse. Some of us are just narcissists and don't care. Exactly.
That's true. And another thing that's probably like really, really hard for people to get over is when they talk about the reason why. Like if they go into counseling or whatever, and I want to know why did you do it? And then when they really like say this is why, you don't want to accept that why, and so that becomes a barrier too to try to make it work, because a lot of times the men say, well, you stop doing this, you stop doing that, or I'm not attracted to you no more, you gain weight, or any kind of crazy excuse for doing it. And when a woman hears that, you don't want to you don't want to accept it.
Exactly.
But this is what the man is telling you, this is why, but you don't want to accept it because you have this own thing in your head, of what the reasons are or whatever. And so it makes trying null and void, because if you don't want to accept what the person is saying, what's the point of you trying to work it out?
Yeah.
You might as well just go ahead and go your own way.
And that's just basically, just like Teddy said, it's usually bullshit. And
yeah, basically.
Me, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's a deal breaker for me, because, listen, it's a deal breaker for me, someone cheating on me, because one, I'm not about to sit here and be this woman that's to sit here about to be dancing distress, thinking, wondering, sitting in there, trying to uncomfortable in my own space, in my own body, in my own head, and sitting there thinking like, he's telling me the truth. Is he's where he's supposed to be? Is who he say he with? I'm not doing all that, because one thing about I'm in my life where I'm at and where I'm going to continue to be as I grow is that I want peace. I don't want my peace to be compromised or to be threatened, or either to be even interrupted. Yeah. But I also want to be with somebody, or even deal with somebody where I gotta question where he at, who he's with, and what he's doing. I want to be in that piece the same way. If I'm out, okay, I'm out. But if I say hun, I'm here, and that's it. I don't want to have to be needing to be on the phone with you. I'm not that type of girl. I don't need to be on the phone with you all
Right.
day.
Exactly.
I don't want
Like,
you calling me every day out all the day throughout the week. I
right.
shit. Hey, I see you when I see you, and if I really, really want to see you, bring your ass to my house.
Right. Exactly.
Or I come.
And then I would think it'd be, just imagine the man on the receiving end of all the calls and where you been, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that will get on their nerves too, to the point they will leave, because then
do it.
all those insecurities and distrust will turn into nagging, turn into arguments, turn into fussing, turn into fighting, turn into, like, who wants to deal with all that?
Yeah, but see, some men will deal with it because whoever he's dating or he's with, he would compromise that even though he don't want that, because that's what she preferred, that's what she liked, that's
Right.
one of her love language or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I just want you to text me, say, hey, babe, I'm here. That's it. You get in the car,
Right. Yeah.
home, text me when you home. You ain't got to text me
Mm-hmm.
anything else after that unless you about to die. Other than you gotta be texting me because we really,
Like, just say something. No, you don't got to sit on the phone with me and all that kind of, like,
Oh.
okay, yeah, I'm turning the corner.
because
I'm getting ready to get out the car.
if
I'm
that's
getting ready to go into the store.
because if that's the case, then I can come to the store with you. If that's the case, then
Right.
at the restaurant with you and your fellas, if they have their wives with them or their girlfriends, then cool. But other than that, at the same time, I'm the type of person, I still believe if I'm in a relationship
Right.
I believe in individuality, and I'm not the type of person where I even want you under me. Like, and I think as I get older,
Yeah, me either.
I want you under me. Like, and honestly, I'm okay if we do not even sleep that close together. So I need this extra king size bed. So you got just.
I mean, I have to have one body part on you, like, because, I'll just put my cold feet on you.
Sometimes, first of all, I sweat when I sleep, so I don't need.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm a cuddler, so even if, like, if we separated, I have to put something on you, like a finger, just to just to make sure you're there. I just hold on, just like,
right.
I'll put my cold feet on you. But just make sure you're there.
Like, my thing is, it's like I'm a cuddler, I'm affectionate, however, but I have my moments when I just need
yeah, space. Yeah.
Yes, and then on top of that, I am the type of person where I'm the type of person where I'm the woman who like to wrap her leg or her thigh around her man.
Yeah, me too.
I like that, and normally
me too.
whoever I'm with, or if I'm not even with them, maybe I'm just having sex with them, they like that too. So
yeah.
But if I feel like I don't want to do it, then don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Right.
And I just need my moment, and then respect that. The same way when you need your moment and you watching the football game or the basketball game, or you you want to play hoops or touch football, peace.
Right. Exactly.
You need some extra tank tops. Cause while I'm
Right.
at Walmart, let me go get you some, boo. Cause I want to make sure you meet boys on Saturday.
I think a lot of relationships mess up that way because a lot of women want to keep the men, like, confined.
Mm-mm.
Like, don't take away his, freedoms of going, to the game with the guys or going out with the guys sometimes. Because sometimes, you need some alone time too. I think, being apart makes you guys closer.
And not
Yeah.
also, I want to be able to get that space so I could be able to miss you, and then we have other stuff to talk.
Exactly.
Because
right.
we find each other talking all the time, or we around each other every day, or we talking all the time, or even if we're married. Like I want to be able to, all right, honey, what you got going on today? Go do it.
Exactly.
Love
right.
you.
Why didn't Teddy just put that finger up there? I hate him. Whatever. I'm just saying, I just want to make sure you did.
You just seen that finger.
I just seen the finger.
I've been there for a minute.
But yeah, and I think it's a healthy thing to have separate time. It's a healthy thing to have a separate time.
Yeah.
Because when that makes the sex even hotter.
Absolutely.
Coming from the gym all sweaty and stuff.
Exactly, and I miss you.
Me in the shower, baby.
I'm about to say, I miss you. You just coming in. You want to go in the bathroom, taking a shower.
Yes.
Maybe I want to take an extra shower, and I'm gonna get
exactly
you to make sure I actually wash your back. Because I want to be out there washing. I want to be in the shower. Like,
exactly.
So
okay.
Yeah. That's another thing. Yeah. A lot of women have to realize that right there. Also, it makes you grow fonder, closer. Have to have that moment of missing one another and keeping that individuality. It makes the togetherness even more finer and even.
It builds that attraction that what you were attracted to in the beginning. It builds it.
Emotional, all that, because it's like, hi babe, how was your day? What you do? Did you win a game?
Right.
Oh, did you do a shoot? Did you do a jump shot? Like, how was it?
Right.
I also give you a moment to end up pouring into your man on what he may have done with the boys, and he's talking to you about it, and maybe he like, fuck, our team didn't win. So that's your moment of pouring into him, like, exactly. Next time, you got this. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be taking shit to like heart when they be playing football.
Right. Or and even when they go to work, like, don't like call them every 5 minutes at work, because I like it when my man comes home from work and then he's telling me his day. But if you calling him all day and talking to him all day, like, what are you looking forward to when he comes home? Because he done told you everything. Because you done called him all day.
I work with women who was doing that with their men, and I'm like, so when you get home, like, it'll be
right, yeah.
What y'all got to talk about? Because you talked about
exactly.
So now y'all want
his last 15 minutes at the job. That's all.
Because 9 times out of 10, they still on the phone in the car while he's on his way home.
I've seen it. Yes, that's absolutely crazy.
No,
that's crazy, and that, you know what that is? That's control.
But not only that,
she's trying to control.
Unattractive.
It is.
And we've been talking about levels of attraction. That's one of an unattractive thing.
It is.
Not attractive to me. Like, I like a man that's confident, even a woman that's confident about hers and hold her own position and know that wherever her God is, and he's doing what he's supposed to do, and vice versa, and take it for face value until they show you wrong, or show you different.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, no, sir, I don't need to be on the phone with you. No, sir, you ain't got to text me 800 times throughout the day. No.
Right. That's too much.
One time I had to tell a guy I was dating, I was like, why are you texting me throughout the whole entire day? He was like, oh, well, I was with a girl. I said, well, excuse me, let me stop you right there. That's where you just messed up. You were a girl who you before. I said, I'm not that girl. 2, I'm a grown ass woman, as you can see. I'm not a girl. 3, I don't need that.
Exactly.
I don't need that. You can text me when you get home. You can text me, hey, babe, I'm at work. Have a great, amazing day. Good morning. Whatever. Other than that 8 times, 25 times throughout the day, we could say that for the birds.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's another problem we have in relationships, too, is when a lot of times when we get into when we bring it in the baggage from the old relationship and we start treating the new person like the old person. Mm-hmm. That's like a big turnoff. Like, don't keep comparing me to old girl, because I'm not old girl. So, like, stop treating me like I'm going to be old girl at some point. Like, cut that out.
And see me, I'm a bitch, right? Because let me tell you something. I will play their words on them. I will use their words against them. Like, oh girl, I say, see, that's your problem. You was messing with a girl. Oh, like, or they just said, oh, she did this. And I'm like, well, that's your problem because she was that. I'm not that. Like, I will play your shit against you.
Against you, yeah,
And
yeah.
like, nah, I'm not that. Don't come over here with that. And this is the thing where I don't understand also is that when men don't realize they need to be very more observant as they supposed to be visual creatures, knowing the fact that when they see a woman that got her shit together, don't think that you're gonna come from a woman that don't know who she is and then got her shit together. Then you end up meeting who got her together, know who she is, know what she want and what she don't want.
Right.
Then
Right.
then you bring it over. Don't know what the bitch that you dealt with is to me. Because I be like, listen, hold up, wait a minute.
Right.
I know who I am, and I'm standing and walking in mine. And I say, I know who she was, but you need to go back and take that laundry back over there to her, drop that shit off.
Exactly. Gotta call you Uber. Yeah, yeah.
Because they be sitting there saying, some men be sitting there saying they don't want us to bring back old baggage to them.
But they do the same thing.
Do the same thing. So I'm like, how can you speak about something that you don't want to be done to you, but you do?
And then they'll say like, oh, you know, like you're too good to be true kind of situation. And then they'll say like, you know, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
See,
what are you talking about?
I broke up with somebody for that. I really
like.
I broke up with somebody for that because for you to tell me that I'm too good for you and too good to be true, that lets me know you don't even how you think about yourself, so you don't value yourself.
Exactly. So we don't match if you think that.
We don't. So the best thing for us to do, sir, is to go our own separate ways. The branch have fell free. Rock.
Yeah, I had this one guy tell me that, like, you know, that I was too good for him. Whatever. I was like, oh, okay, peace out.
Hold on, you was too what?
That was too good for him.
Yeah, I hope you
I said, okay.
break up with him.
Girl, what?
Oh.
Yeah, it was over. I was like, okay, well, thank you for your time and patience. You can exit on the left.
Yes, listen. Like the exit packet.
Right, like come on now, like, you know, and I think I was having this conversation with Teddy. Like I was talking about how a lot of times guys, like when you start talking to a guy and they were like, yeah, I want this type of woman. I've been looking for this. I've been looking for this type of woman. And then when they realize that they actually got exactly what they've been asking God for or whatever, or looking for, it scares them.
Because they're not ready. They're not there yet.
Because they're actually not ready for what they've been wanting.
Something that you want, but then you're not molding and elevating and transforming and transitioning and doing the work, the healing for yourself to get what it is that you want. And
exactly.
Crazy, like don't do that, because you realize that it takes him even more longer to bless you with that blessing that you pray for when he gives it to you. You're not ready for it, but then since you're not ready, he's going to remove that person. It may take some people may take some time to leave, but he's going to remove that person. But then he will like, okay, well, you need to, but no. It's going to take me a while before I actually do get someone back in your life that you prayed for, due to the fact that I gave you this person. So now, now you got to wait 10 times or 2 times longer. Even after you get your shit together, they're going to come right away, sir. I'm telling you, people don't be. And then you got to be very specific in your prayers. Look, listen, I'm very specific. I think God be like, Crimea, you talking too long.
Yes, indeed.
You too detailed.
I mean, you have to be. And then look, sometimes look, not only God listens to your prayers too. somebody else listening to your prayers too, so they can send you to somebody that's like have the facade of what you want,
Yeah.
but actually be a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. So yeah, I never understood that when guys do that. Like, you know, like, okay, then I'd rather you not, I always tell guys like all day, like, look, if you're not ready for a woman like me, peace. Just go ahead and, move on, because I don't want to waste my time and years and months dealing with somebody that's not even like, ready to commit, ready to, move on in the relationship and stuff, because you're scared, or you're just not ready mentally, financially, physically, whatever. So, a lot of times we're not dating with a purpose anymore. We're just dating just to be dating.
Yeah. And that's the scary part, because then at that point you'll end up just getting anything. You'll end up just accepting anything, and you'll end up just having anything come into your space, and it's like, then you'll start complaining, like, okay, what's happening? Why I'm not getting what I want? Because you ain't putting no purpose and no standards on it, or no ties of the fact of what it is that you particularly want. And from like, here you go.
Yeah.
So,
and then you have to put in the work too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta put in the work too. It's not like some, snap of your fingers and then everything's perfect. No, you have to put in the work too.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
And that's the problem. People are lazy. They don't want to do the work for nothing.
Because everybody
including relationships,
microwavable. Everybody wants things so fast.
I was just thinking that. They just want that microwave love.
And then on top of that, but at the same time, people rushing things so quick and so fast, and it's like, what happened to the courting, the chivalry, and just the dating, and just to get to the moment? Let's just, fly. Let's just jump through the bushes.
That's out the window now, baby.
Let's enjoy each other. Like, what happened those times? And like, that's the thing with me. I'm the type of person where, good night. I'm the type of person where I take time. I'm not rushing nothing. I'm not rushing anything. I'm taking time because I want to. And listen, trust and believe, as I speak today that I'm speaking today, no, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I was not who I was and who I am today. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of healing. It took a lot of dedication.
Exactly.
It took a lot of self-evaluation, self-love, self-care. Because me in my 20s would accept anything and be like, oh,
anything.
Whatever, I take up back. Me now in my 40s, I'm not taking nobody back. I'm not rushing a damn thing. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna force anything on me. And sir, if I want to date more than one man, I would do that.
Like, look, like my dad said, if you're not married, you're single. So that means I can date anybody that want to say, because if I'm married, I'm single. But you're right though. I think, like, with me, I don't know what happened when I turned 40. I just have no tolerance for BS. I'm literally like, everything is like, bitch, please, okay. I just like over it. I just have no tolerance for nothing no more.
No, and look, and Todd said cooking TV dinners and shit. Absolutely, like
absolutely.
You want to listen? I don't want to be put in the microwave. I want no rush. I'm not the girl that's never a ring. So and also what the thing is, a lot of guys as well as girls, as women and men, what they do is approach people the same way previously, like you said earlier, they approach people previously from who they dated, or not end up knowing the fact that this is not it's not the same person, this is a different person. So you cannot come with the approach to every single body. You better do your research who you approaching, or you better take that time across the room to observe him or her before you approach
exactly.
Know that you approach Susie over there is not how you gonna approach Joanne.
Exactly.
You gotta,
and like they put everybody in the same box. Like how some men will say, all women are the same, and we have women will say all men are the same. But no, everybody's different. You can't just approach everybody the same way. Because like you said earlier, you're more outgoing and stuff like me. A person that have the same personality can come up to you and it'd be fine. But if somebody like that towards me, then I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yo, you're
I put my church finger up and like,
that's my exit. Gotta go.
Like, what's wrong with you, man? Why are you coming up to me like that? Like totally freak out.
That's true too, and that's something that a lot of people have to stop saying too, because you gotta realize if you don't want it to be said about you, you can't. You expect to say it about other people as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully people will get it together, but it's about to be 2022. I don't know what people are waiting for, but also I think what it is too is new generations behind old generations that's coming.
Yeah.
As well, and sometimes the new generation makes me laugh because my son generation, they just go through each other like
water. Oh my God. Yes.
Ew.
I'm like, y'all on some other stuff. Like they just I don't know. Yeah. So I'm like scared to see what the next generation is going to do. If this generation is acting that way, I'm just like, okay, because this generation is raising the next generation.
Yeah.
That part. So it's like, okay, how's that going to go? I don't know.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
Like you had said about the patients too. Like I was just telling somebody, I think I was telling when I was on the episode with Mama Cocktail Hours, the ladies from, I was saying my patients are very, very thin. And I believe my son sucked my patients out. So
don't blame the baby.
What you mean? Listen, I can blame him. I can blame life experiences. I can blame and just drain the life of patients. And also, I just have no room for talent of the book. Like, no, I don't have no tolerance for bullshit. It's no.
Me either.
If I come off a little short with you, it's not intentionally. Just the fact that I just don't have room for it. As I learned, and as I got older, I'm very, very, very precise on and very selective on what I allow my subconscious to be able to intake and hear and receive. I don't like to hear bullshit. I don't like to receive bullshit. So it's like I'm protecting my, my insight, my intellect, my mind, my psyche. I can't. And then me being around somebody and listen, I'm not one of them ladies at this age that's trying to be Bob the Builder or fixer-upper. I don't want nobody I need to. So don't come here thinking I'm fixing. You want in my 20s, cool. I had the patience to do it. But at 40, I don't need no Bob the Builder, because if I'm you, a hill, intellect, well-educated entrepreneur, business owner, single mom, boss bitch, got her shit together, heal mentally, physically, emotionally, and not scared of therapy. Guess what?
Right. Okay. That's true. Like we don't have time for the whole, working on a man type situation. Like you have to come correct already. I have no patience for that now.
Yeah.
Like you said, like if I was on the 20s, we can do the IKEA love. Build it together kind of thing. But now, no, I don't have time for that. No, you're gonna just have to come. I think one of April, the young lady that be on the podcast with us, she did her radio show, and she was talking about how when people come together, dating and getting married and stuff, and we always talking about what a woman brings to the table kind of situation, but you're not looking at that the man has to already have the house and the home and the table already, so the woman can have some. So like, don't I have no time for you to get it together while we together. You have to already have it together. Yeah. I have no patience for it at all.
And not only that, but also I say, you know how some people they used to say back in the day, I bring some of the table. Listen, I bring a whole fucking table by myself, so expecting you to bring a table to put on top of my table so we could be double out here.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
Together, because I bring the whole table by myself. So now the table that you gonna bring, I need you to bring your whole table to put it side by side next to mine, or you want to put it on top of mine, so we could be double motherfuckers killing it out here. But no.
And I was talking to one of my older ladies that I hang with. She's like in her 70s, whatever. I tend to hang around a lot of older women. I don't really have a lot of friends my age. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But I was saying, like, like, where did this question come from? Like, what do you bring to the table and all this kind of stuff? Because I've never had someone ask me that. Because when I'm dating someone, you learn what I can bring into the relationship or marriage out the back. So why is this question so prevalent now? What do you bring to the table? Stuff. I never had a man ask me that.
Well, I had ask me that question, and I also ask men that question because I want because my thing is, if I work myself to the fact of out of all the levels of everything with me, internal and external, as well as my bank account and all that other stuff, I need to know what you bringing, because you're not about to sit at my table and feast off of mine. I want to know that if we go into the supermarket, that you could be able to put ingredients inside on this table, and you can put, dishes on this motherfucker, so we both can eat at here. So, and that's why I want to know, because I've been in experiences in relationships.
But isn't that prevalent? Like when you're getting to know someone, you're talking and you're getting to know them and stuff like that, and moving on. But
well, to me, by me opening that, because see, the thing is with people, see, I guess what it is, because it all depends on the particular person who you're talking to, because I feel like I didn't always have to ask that to every man or every person.
Okay.
But there was particular ones, because some people would like give you the broad. I mean, not the broad. They would give you the interview, not under
response. Yeah.
Question or answer. Yeah. Question. So it's like, okay, what was that? Did you answer my question or no? Mm-hmm. So now I feel like asking that question or either other questions similar to that, now it opens up a can of, now you can't escape this question, because now it's more of a broad question. Now you got to go in details, in depth. What the hell are you bringing to the table? What can you do for me?
Right.
Why do you think that I want you? Because, of course, see, the thing is, and that's another thing right there, is that I hear people say, I don't need a man. Of course, no one would need anyone, but at the same time, do you want one? Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's the question.
Absolutely.
Like, need and want is two different things.
Yes.
It's two different things, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've heard women say, I don't need a man, But then, I heard, how the guys will rebut that, when you constantly saying I'm independent, I can do my own. So then the man is looking, because, the men are supposed to be naturally providers, protective providers. And then you are constantly hitting them over the head. I can do for myself. I don't need you. So then they're going to say, like, okay, so why am I in a relationship with you when you don't even need me? So what am I here for if you can do all that for yourself? Mm-hmm. It's good that you can, but to beat a man over the head with that all the time, just to, show face or whatever, you're never going to have a man. Because they're not gonna, they're not gonna put up with like, okay, but then what am I here for? Like, if you don't, need me.
A certain amount of time they're gonna stick around, so they could no longer take that beat down of verbal abuse of like, okay, so I'm out. And then every one time you come home and his clothes and bags is gone, and you be like, why? What happened? Then you got to think about what you've been saying, what you've been doing, what you haven't been doing, or what you've been doing. So it's like, one thing about me, I never look as that I need a man. Me, I would want a man, absolutely. Like you say, the needs and wants is different. And not even sit there and know that me coming from church or coming from the backwoods of the Holy Spirit is that God is not going to give you what it is that you want. He's going to give you what it is that you need. So of course I want a man, but definitely He's going to forgive me and bless me what it is that I need. Because I'm not out here looking at the eyes of what it is that I want. I'm out here looking at the eyes of what I need, but I'm not gonna also sit there and be like, yeah, girl, I need a man out here. No, because I'm doing very fine by myself. But do I want? Absolutely. And when God bless me, I hope He bless me what it is that I need and not what I
and sprinkle it with some wants on there a little bit. Sprinkle with some wants.
Bless me with some wants.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a happy medium,
My wants is not that bad at all,
Exactly.
But listen, this has been so much fun. We went into conversation with levels of attraction between men.
And we ended up with something else.
Diving into so many other levels, which I love, because I love topics that goes abroad to different elements of the conversation. And sometimes need it, because I feel like sometimes when we end up doing these podcasts or we doing these lives, it's basically you venting your own self, or something you sharing or having a conversation. Something off your mind and your chest, like, girl, let me tell you. Like
my crazy. I got another story, but we'll talk about that another time. Child, look. Ladies, look. Don't date no police officer. Because they crazy, I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, yeah. Listen, when you
they straight holes, I'm trying to
they story and you say a police officer, I say, girl, I already know that police officers, firefighters,
oh my God.
Some coaches, those are hoes.
I was like, oh. I learned my lesson the hard way.
But still out here just slinging a thing bang.
Exactly. It's that easy access.
Yeah. Because they got easy access to the community of the plethora of women.
Exactly. And women, they love a man in uniform, So yeah. Child.
Coaches got the mothers, and 9 times 10 they got single moms, so they write their easy access. Like crazy. Like I would not date a coach, a police officer, a firefighter. I'm trying to see if I can think of anybody else that I would stay away. Oh, a Capricorn man. Other than that,
me too. Because my son's father's Capricorn, child. Never again.
See, it's not just me. It's not just me. It's like
no, never again, child. That's like what they call it, like that poison to me, child.
Yes, not
poison. Oh,
I don't care if you.
Great chemistry and attraction.
Yes.
With the Capricorn, but toxic. Toxic.
And when they flip, it's like they become the demon devil spawn.
Yes.
It's like the light in their eyes kind of switch, and you be like, "Who the hell is that?"
Like, who are you today? Okay. And I've learned a little bit about the Geminis too.
Oh yeah, the Geminis are like that too. They got the little two personalities, two faces. You don't know who they are.
Two, no, how about four?
And it's not even about not even knowing who they are one day. In that same day, they could just switch. Like 1 second they could be laughing with you, the next moment they about to curse you the hell out. And you be like,
Just like I was dating this guy, he was a Gemini, and like, we getting along good, and was, the relationship was going well. Then all of a sudden he just ghosted me. Like no warning, no nothing, just stop talking. Wow. Like we were talking the day before, like went to get my nails done and stuff, and he picked out the color, all the little smushy stuff. Then the next day, just go.
Wow.
But then calls me back and like 2 months later, talking about, hey babe, what? You crazy? What's wrong with you? You didn't talk to me in 2 months, nigga.
Oh no. Oh, see, I'm like,
he was dealing with stuff. He had to, like, what is you talking about?
That's sorry about that. That's my bell.
That's okay.
But girl, this been so much fun. Listen,
I know, yeah.
Conversation time. You always know that I'm always loving when we get together. If I come on the show, or we end up being in either other people's lives and just ripping it, wrapping it up. So
yeah.
You said, but tomorrow night, Thursday. Listen, it is going down. Pillow Talk with the T with Let's Rap Podcast.
Okay, awesome.
Special guest and special co-host is going to be my cousin Ty, as well as Mo from the MTG design shop.
Okay.
He's funny too. So the top of that show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Instagram. It's Cheating a Choice. Yeah, it's Cheating a Choice. So it's gonna be 2 women, 2 men. Gonna have our opinions.
Oh my Lord! Okay, the battle of the sexes.
It is going down. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh yes, we gotta tune in.
No one wants to miss. Definitely. And also Saturday night, because Friday I don't have no show. I've been busy. But so Saturday I have a recording artist by the name of Matt Williams. He have a single out that's called Makeup, as well as Dance With You. They're like disco type dancing records.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so he's coming Saturday night at 8 p.m. and listen, it's gonna be fun. But
it's gonna be on Instagram or on YouTube too.
It's gonna be on Instagram. Only thing that's only probably gonna have 1 show or maybe 2 that's gonna be on YouTube, and that's later on in the season. Everything else is on Instagram unless I change up. But other than that, so far I'm loving the Instagram vibe. But yeah. Tomorrow, everybody have your wines, have your liquor, have your vodka, have your tequila, have your smoke.
I gotta go get me some wine.
I'm going to aggravate. Listen, this topic is going to trigger, aggravate, alarm, and set everybody off.
Yeah. I mean, just the title alone, that's gonna be good.
Being a choice. And I listen to everybody to chime in. I want everybody to interact, to talk, engage, ask your questions, put it in there. Tell me your life experiences. Tell me if you know somebody who cheated and what you about it, because we going in tomorrow. So that would be tomorrow at Standard Time. Check your local listings right here on Pillow Talk with the T podcast. Also remember, go follow me and Red Lipstick Vibes Podcast. If you're not following us, follow us, subscribe to us. We on all major platforms. Podcasts are streaming worldwide, everywhere you can find it. Put it in, search it, and we right up in there. Yes, that's all I have until tomorrow night. Listen, come.
I can't wait. That's
Yes.
That's what Yes,
I can't wait either. And listen, I had talked to her.
I'm ready to hear the men's response.
And I can't wait either because I talked to her earlier and she was like, should I come to your house so we could be together and we be on one, in the box in the lot together? Or
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, come together because I'm gonna make some pasta. I'm gonna have some drinks. They gonna be in boxes, the two guys. We gonna be here because I'm gonna set it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm ready, yeah. I'm definitely gonna tune in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
that's gonna be hot.
I'm crazy by myself. Y'all not gonna be able to stand what y'all about to see tomorrow night.
It's gonna be good. I'm definitely. That's gonna be a hot show for real.
Listen, do not miss it. If y'all think that your girl Q is off the chain, straightforward, direct, unguarded, and candid, y'all not gonna be able to handle, take, or be able to even breathe or swallow what you're about to handle it, because honey, it's gonna be off the chain. So listen, it's been amazing, boo. I'm gonna see you around the block.
Yes. I'm gonna go on my YouTube streets.
Okay.
It's my chance to go. This time of night I go, watch all kind of crazy stuff on YouTube.
Listen, but I see you on the Instagram streets through all.
Oh yeah. I'll see who's up tonight and see what's going on.
So thank you so much for coming on again.
All right, babe.
So
yes.
I'll get you as anytime you need me.
Yes. All right, y'all. Good night.
Have a good night. Peace.
You too.